Hey everybody, Keith here. We're out here in central New York looking for shed antlers today, out with my dog Ruby, and we haven't found anything as of yet. Got my brother, he's kind of paralleling me on this other side here, but wanted to wait and check this hunt out I did in Kentucky. It's a very good hunt. We've got 100 acres of lease land down there. We made 6 trips down there before we actually sealed the deal on this really nice 8-point. There were some little bit bigger bucks available down there, but we weren't able to get it done with them. But yeah, check this out. Central Kentucky, Northern Kentucky, Bracken County. Whitetail deer hunt, January 1st, 2015. I broke the year in right. Check this out. We're going to go look for some shed antlers.
In 1.5 miles, take exit.
Hey everyone, Keith Bartholomew here. We're in northern Kentucky, Bracken County, just south of the Ohio River. I've got 100 acres of leased hunting land here where Brad Wilcox and myself have been hunting a few times earlier in the year. We put out DLC covert trail cameras and got a lot of potential shooter bucks on camera, so we're very excited about that. Brad wasn't able to make it down this trip, but in the past we were down. I hunted with a Parker crossbow. I had 2 great encounters with 2 different 8-points. One of our targeted 8-points and another one that we hadn't had on camera yet. And the first one come in at 25 yards and was able to, I thought I had to seal the deal here. And unbeknownst to me, there was a twig that had deflected my bolt and it shot cleanly right over the top of him and missed him. So the second one was out of the same stand that evening, and a much bigger 8-point, our targeted 8-point, the biggest buck we have on camera down here currently. And he come in at 33 yards. It was a quarter-2 shot. I really didn't dare to take that shot, didn't want to take that shot. It wasn't an ethical shot. I knew he was going to come up further past me and get broadside. As he did that, he caught my scent trail coming in, and he boogered a little bit and ran up, and I bleeded, and I stopped him. I ranged him with my Nikon rangefinder and was able to find out that he was about 45 yards. I can make that shot all day long with a Parker crossbow. Took the shot. He was on edge. I took the shot, and anyway, as a result, he ducked the arrow cleanly missed, shot right over his back.
missed again. Son of a bitch.
Another bluffed attempt, but we're gonna stick with it, and we're gonna get this done.
I always set the camera up before I pull my bow up. That way I can't be tempted to shoot something before I got the camera ready. That's what you gotta do as a cameraman. Discipline. It's tough. I could have killed a couple nice bucks this year if it wasn't for the camera. It's not a game of killing anymore, it's a game of reliving my adventure through Campbell cameras. Thank you, Tom Petrie. Alright, here comes my bow. I'm ready. Get ready to knock a pussy, baby. Unfortunately, we kicked up a big buck right here. He was bedded on the side hill. He's now bedded on the other side of the hill. But that's the way it goes. Ain't much we can do about that. We're in a good spot. We're gonna bump deer. Just need a consistent wind to make a plan coming in. And got just about to the stand and busted him out of here. He didn't blow. There's 3 or 4 different ways to get into this funnel. He's looped around before and then come into this funnel anyway. I had him right here at 8 yards the other night. Well, Happy New Year, everybody. It's New Year's morning, 2015. Started out at, I think, 17 degrees this morning here in northern Kentucky. And I knew it was going to be cold, and the wind picked up. It's about, they say, 4 degrees with the real feel, so it's chilly. The deer are moving. I seen 3 different bucks past a young busted off 8-point. I call him the squirrely brow buck. He's got a really long brow tine. Busted his whole main beam off, so that's the 3rd time I've passed him. He likes to stand. He comes right by the stand a lot. But they're funneling off the hill, and they're coming up over the top of the hill here. And there's another ravine, a little gut right over here, just a good little holler that goes right down. And this big boy, I figured it out now. He's running that ravine at nighttime and in the morning. He's going over to another patch of woods across the field. Pretty much, I didn't see him this morning, but that other buck, that little broke off 8-point that I seen, he was telling me there's another buck behind him. He kept looking, and once he got behind me, he seen me move a little bit, knew something wasn't quite right, and he was right downwind of me, never smelled me, and he just kind of turned and he walked. He got back up here and he ran up on top of the hill, kind of stood there waiting. I think the other buck, again, just avoided me. I missed that buck out of this stand already with a crossbow, so I think I educated him. And last time I was down, I didn't bring a climber. I wasn't versatile. I couldn't just up and move and bounce around. Well, this time I got a climber. I'm gonna get down. It's about 10 o'clock right now, and brought a climber in with me today. Get down and hang it, and I'm sure tomorrow's gonna be, even later on tonight, it's gonna be really good. The last time I sat here last week, I was sitting in the creek. We had a trail camera out, and we'd put some corn in front of the trail camera, and I sat in this stand. Now that camera's only 140 yards away. I sat in this stand that night, never seen a deer, not one. It's just down over the hill a little bit, and it's a little bit thick, but there were 7 bucks went to that camera before dark. I never seen one. They just totally avoided me. So I know they're running that gut. This is a huge funnel right here. It's beautiful, just beautiful. Passed numerous bucks here, and I've missed 2 bucks here, so both with a crossbow. So they like this side. It's a side hill. There's a creek in the bottom, and they really like this. But I'm gonna get down. I'm cold. I'm gonna go get some breakfast. First, I'm gonna go hang my climber, get it all set up for this afternoon's hunt. Stay tuned. You're not gonna want to miss it. I think tonight's gonna be the night. If I can keep the wind in my favor, it's gonna be game on. Here we go. All right, everybody. Last evening in Kentucky, and we've been after this 8-point. Tried to get him on film. I've seen him numerous times. Got probably 300 trail cam pictures of him in the last 3 days. Just incredible. We got a covert trail camera on it, and mostly at nighttime. But last night at 4:30, within 140 yards of me, he stayed, and we probably got 80 pictures of him for 2 hours. Just just before dark. I just can't close the distance on him. It's hunting. It's cool to know he's still there. Keep the wind. Hopefully it stays consistent in my favor, and see if we can't put him on the ground. I'm going to spray down with some Scent-Away products here by Hunter Specialties. This here is Earth Scent. I want to make sure that I got
There, all my bases covered. All my clothes been rewashed. I'm all ready to go, I believe. I just got to have this buck just to commit within 40 yards, and we're going to put him on the ground. So stay tuned. This, like I say, is my last evening in Kentucky. I don't believe I'll be able to get back. It's been a great year. Had some great opportunities, seen a lot of nice deer, and it is what it is. You know, it's hunting. It's not guaranteed, even though they're right there. Those are survivors out there, and we're just trying to play in their game, in their living room. So that's what makes it so sweet when you get one. Makes it all worth it. But we'll see how it pans out. See you in the woods.
I just smoked him. I just smoked him. I just smoked him. He lays right there. Oh my God. right in back of the tree. Oh my God, I just smoked him. I'm pretty sure I just got that big 8. I see him, he's still got his head up in the field there, but he's laying down. All right, here it's well after dark, as you can see. I went back and got a 4-wheeler and got my wife. She's going to help me recover this this deer. We did see him go down. He fell down on tape, and he only went about 40 yards before he expired, but made a really good shot on him. So we're going to go up and do the recovery here. Gotta walk quite a ways to get to him in this field here, but next time you see us, we'll be with the deer. And he's a good one. He's a nice 8-point. I'm glad I harvest this buck. He is a buck we haven't seen before. I was hunting another buck, a bigger buck, 8-point, and never seen him tonight, but I wasn't going to pass this one up. He's a really good buck. So let's go look at him. All right, here he is. Yeah, I know he didn't go very far. Nice buck. Awesome. All right, here we are. We got my buck. I got a nice 8-point down. It's 1st of January 2015. Happy New Year to everybody. What a way to start the new year. Couldn't be happier. This is a very nice buck, archery tackle. My first Kentucky buck. And shot him at about 55 yards. He went about 40 yards, piled up here in the field, and no tracking job, no, not much of a recovery, but here we are. Went back and got my wife so she could do some camera work for me, and here we are. Great buck down. All right, everybody, here's my 8-point that I took in Kentucky. This is my first Kentucky buck. Was able to take this on my hunting lease here in Kentucky. It's in Bracken County, just over the Ohio River. And this wasn't the biggest buck that we had on DLC covert scouting cameras, but this is the definite shooter. He's pushing maybe a 120 class 8-point. Just a respectable buck, good 3-year-old buck, solid buck. And I was able to take him with a Matthews bow. This time I was able to seal a deal. Made a quite long shot, and was able to harvest this animal very quickly and cleanly. So pretty happy with it. And this is my first Kentucky buck, and we're going to probably renew the lease. Brad Wilcox and myself were down here hunting. I think 4 times me and Brad came down together, and he came down once by himself. So this time I'm down New Year's Day with my wife, and I got to give her a big thanks for all her support.